In this video, we're going to show you some differences between a folding scooter and a portable scooter. So stay tuned. So let me show you what the difference is between a folding scooter and a portable scooter. So most folding scooters are either going to be an automatic folding or a manual folding. For example, this particular unit here, this is called the Transformer 2. This has a key fob on it. You press a button, the scooter is going to automatically fold up for you. Some scooters are going to have a manual, like this one has a manual release if you wanted to manually fold it, and other scooters are only going to be a manual fold. But this particular scooter is a two-stage folding, and you can see all you do is press the button twice and the unit is going to fold up. So that makes it really nice for people that don't want to have to take a unit apart, which I'll show you on this other one over here, what we're going to call a portable type scooter. So now this is what your scooters are going to somewhat look like. Now you can make this more compact by bringing the handlebars down, but you can see the overall space on a folding scooter is going to be pretty compact. Now a portable scooter is going to be one that comes apart in pieces. So for example, a unit like this, you have to take your seat off, take your battery pack off, lower the tiller down, and then also break the rear and front sections apart. So now this will fold down and your front basket will come off, but you can still see the amount of space that you're going to need in your vehicle for a unit that's portable like this, that's going to have pieces, or in a folding scooter like we have here. So we get a lot of people that call, whether they're traveling or just wanting everyday usage of scooters, and typically the new trend on the market is this folding terminology, that everybody's wanting something folding, something light, and although there are plenty of advantages to a folding and a lightweight scooter, there are some major advantages of having a scooter that's portable. It breaks apart into some different pieces. So we're going to go over that with you. On average, a folding scooter, such as this one, this is called the Transformer 2, is going to be in that 55 to most likely 60, 65 pound weight range. Now there are some scooters that might be a little bit less, but currently on the market right now, the folding scooters are typically a little bit heavier, and they're all going to have a lithium battery. So a downside to some lithiums are sometimes they will have an airline approved or a non-airline approved battery. And if you get the airline approved battery, a lot of times on a lot of folding scooters, it's going to really kind of scale down your total overall distance. Now this is getting better on the market, and we're seeing this over the years of maximizing that lithium battery, but do know for transportation purposes, whether it's airplanes, trains, or cruises, you do have to have a lithium battery that's under 300 watt hours. That's typically the threshold for getting on a cruise or getting on a plane. And so a lot of these manufacturers are maxing that out right to that 300 watt hours, which it depends on which brand you get, and everybody has different distances, but they'll say anywhere between 7 to 13 miles on a full charge. Now on portable units, yes, you can get lithium batteries as well, but their standard still typically on the market is going to be your deep cycle batteries, which are going to be a little bit heavier, and they are going to replace them a little more often, but they're significantly cheaper. So for example, if you had to replace the battery on this type of folding scooter, you're looking at least $600–700 for the battery on this unit. If you wanted to replace the batteries in here, if you were to call us, we could ship you 2 batteries inside that battery pack for about $145. So although these might last about 2 years, these might last up to 5 years, you can just kind of see the difference in price between the units. Excuse me, between the batteries in the units. Now when we get into the overall weight of these units, like I said, the folding scooters are going to be somewhere in that 55 to 65 pound range. Now there are some that are lighter on the market, but that's the standard range on what these scooters weigh. So you have to be able to lift, just imagine if a full-size suitcase you can take on an airline is about 52 pounds, a unit like this being 58, 59, 57 pounds, somewhere in that range, is going to be significantly heavy for a good amount of individuals out there. Advantage of portable scooters is, yes, you have more pieces, but a scooter like this that's a similar size as this folding scooter. Obviously you can get big scooters that come apart, but a similar size scooter, heaviest piece is going to be somewhere in that mid 30 pound range, up to 40 pounds. So still almost 20 pounds lighter, the pieces you're lifting on a portable scooter on average than on the folding scooter. So now when they make folding scooters and they're trying to get the weight down as much as possible, you have to factor in this scooter altogether is about 60 pounds. This scooter altogether over here is probably 120 pounds. So you think, well, what are they doing then to cut the weight in half? Now, some are using carbon fiber and lighter materials, but on average, you're going to have smaller tires, smaller motors, and less comfortable seats, your suspension is not going to be nearly as good as a unit that would have suspension on a similar size that's portable. So there are advantages of it being smaller, but if you want to talk about overall comfort, a portable scooter almost 9 out of 10 times is going to be more comfortable than a folding scooter. But when you are flying or you are traveling and you want to, hey, I want to go somewhere, I want to have an Uber that just picks me up, slides in the back of the car, for ease of transportation, the folding scooter is going to be a lot better option for you. Now, another advantage of a portable scooter over the folding scooter is going to be you're going to have less things that can go wrong. So if you do have a folding scooter, they are great. It doesn't happen all the time, but if that folding mechanism, that actuator on an automatic folding unit goes out and you're somewhere, you're kind of stuck. You have less components over here. You don't have that folding motor to have to worry about. So the next thing I would also consider too is, because these are, I would say, more expensive materials and using lithium almost all the time on folding, the cost of folding scooters on average is going to be 30 to 50% more expensive than what you're going to have on a portable scooter. So if cost is something that you're trying to consider as well, I always tell everybody, people that walk in here and they at our shop and they want to look at a folding scooter, I always say, listen, have you considered a portable scooter? Because you get way more bang for your buck typically on a portable scooter than you would on a folding scooter. And now I don't want to scare people away from buying folding scooters. There is still a time and a place and a purpose for it, but it does need to be one that obviously you're able to spend the amount of money that these cost. 2, you're able to lift the unit, and then 3, it's going to be comfortable enough for you. So, you know, although it might say it's 300-pound weight range, somebody at closer to 300 pounds is going to be more comfortable on this type of seat because it just has a lot more material on a portable scooter on average than being on a folding scooter. Now, one more thing to consider too is where you're going to be driving these units. If you are saying, hey, I want something that slides in the back of the car, but I still want to be able to possibly go to the park and go off the paved surfaces, or I'm going anywhere around my yard, typically you're going to be stronger motors and you're going to perform a lot better on a portable scooter that's the same size as you are on the folding scooter. So the folding scooter is, like I said, used a lot more for hard top surfaces, for traveling, airports, grocery stores, trying to then get in and out of an Uber vehicle really fast. That's going to have its purpose. General everyday use, if you have a portable scooter, it's going to be a lot better for all different elements, and you are still able to still do all those same things. It just takes a little bit longer to do those applications. And then I would also say, if you go with the portable scooter and the portable scooter ever gets too cumbersome for you, you are able to put almost all these portable scooters on a type of Harmar lift that has a hold down arm called like an AL100. It's a self-locking lift mechanism that people find very useful. It fits about 95% of scooters on the market. The issue with folding scooters is typically their floorboard is kind of weak and the battery's located in the floorboard, and you don't want to use that same type of lift system on a folding scooter. But don't worry, we do have other options such as a Go Lift. It's a scissor type lift mechanism that has a 25-pound overall weight, and it lifts up to 100 pounds. So really you could almost put this whole scooter on there and it'd lift it, and or this portable scooter, and the folding scooter. And we do have ramps and we have other options, so don't let that deter you, but we really want to help guide you to make the best decision you can. So do give us a call. We'd love to ask you kind of your height and your weight and where you're going to use it, and we'll really kind of identify what we think is going to be the best option for you.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.